Good morning, sunshines. Happy, beautiful day today, whenever you're watching this. We're going over the 5 pillars of health right now. We've talked about water. We've talked about nutrition. Today, we're talking about exercise. But with Good Morning Sunshine, what we do is we hop on and we say Good Morning Sunshine first. And then we usually critique Caley. And we're like, what is wrong with her? Does she look in the mirror before she gets wet? Just kidding. You guys don't do that. Maybe I just do that. So we say Good Morning Sunshine, hashtag GMS. And then we share anything that we're grateful for today. I've been adding our gratitudes to the wall. I'm grateful for the snow again. Which sounds weird because I'm totally over it. But if it's going to be cold, it might as well be snowing like it is here in Colorado, right? This is the awkward time of the year where we want spring, but it's this perfect tease, right? Where it's oh, it's beautiful today. And now it's freaking snowing. So it gives you that desire to have it so nice. Anyhow, what are you grateful for today? And then I want to talk about why exercise really isn't about weight loss and connect it to the 5 pillars of health, how exercise is one of those, right? Because I think so many people, I mean, being a health coach, a trainer, so many people are oh, I got to exercise because I need to lose weight. But that's not really what it's all about. And I hope that once you hear these different reasons and ways to exercise, it might inspire you to just get moving on some level. Okay. So reminder, this all comes from that very first therapy session that I had where I was I thought he was going to talk about self-care in different ways, but he's you know what, let's go into the basics. Are you doing the basics? This is one of the basics that we want to do to support our health, our general health. All right. So first of all, what does exercise do for you? Right? And we'll get to weight loss at the last piece of it. What does exercise do for it? The first thing that it does is it improves your mind, improves your brain function, which is why would we not want that, right? The next thing that it does is it protects against chronic diseases. You guys want to just look outside with me at the snow the whole time? Because you probably should. Protects against chronic diseases. Third thing is it lowers your, and there's more than just this, by the way, guys, it lowers your blood pressure. It's good for your heart health. So when you get moving and you encourage your heart to beat harder and stronger, you're just improving your overall heart health, which is the number 1 disease that we die from, right? Heart disease. Number 4, it improves your sleep. Exercising to improve sleep. And I'm thinking, as my therapist was talking to me about this, Caley, in this time of strain and need, as you're caring for your baby who is just diagnosed with cancer, are you doing this? And I'm no, I'm not making time for it. And he's it's not about weight loss. It's about all these other things, your brain, your chronic disease, your blood pressure, your sleep, right? It decreases depression. Okay, well, there's a no-brainer, right? Why would maybe I should work out a little bit today because it can decrease depression. It decreases anxiety. Another one, huge. How high is our anxiety right now, right? It improves your joint support. Your joint health, right? Just the way that your body moves, especially as we age and things start to get more achy and painy, improves that, increases your strength with obviously just for functionality of life. I've noticed, right, to be able to lift and move super heavy things hasn't really been a problem or challenge in the past, but the more muscle mass that I lose in order to do that, you can see the challenges there, which just isn't very comfortable. Or it could just be standing out of a chair, getting down on the floor and getting back up. How important is that? Increases your lifespan. Hey, why not? Improves your bone health. The more that you do, especially like a light pounding, whether that's a little jog or jumping, that actually increases the density of your bones. So for women with osteoporosis as we age, that's super important. Okay. And then after all of this, you guys, it can aid in weight loss. And it's funny, aid in weight loss, I think is an important thing for us to understand, because when you exercise, you're not really, you can burn calories, right? But it doesn't matter without your nutrition, which we talked about yesterday. So if you're using exercise just for weight loss, you need to remember that's 20% of the puzzle. 80% of the puzzle is all about what you eat, right? What you're doing around and outside of that exercise. The exercise is so minuscule. Now let's just say you burn 350 to 600 calories when you work out. If you're me, you burn 100 calories because I do the 10 minutes a day right now. Perfect, no problem, right? You look at that. And then you look at how quickly, number 1, you can eat back those calories. This is why it's not just for weight loss. But one thing that I feel it does support in is that generally when you're exercising, your brain is in a different point where you can think about being healthier throughout the day, right? Maybe you wake up and you exercise. So later on, you're you know what? I don't actually want to have the donut. I just got a good sweat in this morning. So it can help support you in making different nutrition decisions. So exercise, you guys, isn't about weight loss. It's about the other 10 things that I just listed. And then it can be a little bit about the aiding in that. So when you think about am I exercising? No, I don't need to, right? I'm physically fit. Or no, I don't need to. I don't need to lose any weight. Or no, I don't have time to. like I was doing for so long, I'm encouraging you guys today to think about the fact of, would you want those other things? Do you want better brain function? Do you want to sleep better? Do you want less anxiety, less bone pain? Do you want your heart to beat better? Do you want your cardiovascular system to work better? Do you want your bones to be stronger? Do you want to live longer? Right? All of these different pieces. That's why we work out. So now that we know why, how do we do that? And this is something that I talk about every single time I do my live videos with these like ridiculous, just 10 minutes of me working out, which is not highly produced in any way, you guys. Literally, it's me just getting on the floor and working out. I remind people, you don't need to have a gym membership. I think we put up so many excuses about, oh, well, I'm not going to exercise until I get, next month is when my thing starts and I'll start my gym membership then. But then before then, like I need to make sure that I go out and I need to get some workout clothes. I don't have any workout clothes. Oh my gosh, I don't have any sneakers, so I can't do that. I'm not sure if I want to do the kickboxing gym or if I want to do yoga or what I should do, or I really want to do all of it, but I can't afford it. Like all these different excuses, right? We don't need to do that. You don't need to go and work out for an hour. Again, because it's not about the weight loss piece of it, right? It's about all of the other things. If you want to lose weight, then focus on your nutrition. Yes, you could get in a 10, 15 minute or an hour long burn. It doesn't matter, right? But you don't have to do an hour at a time. You don't have to have a gym membership. You can literally just pull up a workout on YouTube, pull up a workout on Pinterest, follow. There are an obnoxious amount of resources for free exercise right now. You don't need to have a home gym. You don't need to have a treadmill. You don't need to have an elliptical. You don't need to have a bike. You don't need to have a Peloton or a rower. Literally, you just need to get moving. Get down on the floor, do 20 push-ups, do 20 sit-ups, and do 20 jumping jacks. That's the way that you start with exercise, right? And it is true that something that minimal can have a grand effect on your health in the long run, because that little burst of endorphins can be enough to do all of those other things that we talked about, right? Getting your heart rate up for 10, 12 minutes can be enough to help with your heart health. Jumping around just for 10 minutes can help with your bones and decrease osteoporosis. So it's like we make it so challenging, including myself, you guys, I'm talking to myself right now, that we put up all these roadblocks of why we can't. But let's discuss and maybe think about in our own brains why we can do it, right? How we can start moving, even if it's just a little bit at a time, right? Building a snowman this morning, Nikki, totally a workout right in itself, right? Totally a workout. So you guys, at the end, I haven't done this for a while because I wasn't doing dailies. I've been doing short videos, but let's just commit to something at the end. Commit to reviewing your exercise patterns. What roadblocks are you putting up? Why are you not doing it as much as you could? And if you are doing it, high five, who could you maybe support to get to be moving just a little bit, right? So that's your commitment. You just say, I commit, if you're willing to review those things with yourself. Good morning, sunshines. Nikki, my kids want to build snowmans right now. It is only 12 degrees, I think, currently. So we're going to wait a little bit longer and see if the snow gets the right snowman material. You know what I'm talking about, right? Good morning, sunshines. Thank you for joining me this morning. If you add a gratitude, I will add it on the wall later. But for right now, I'm going to go play with my babies. Bye, love.